gracias a todos. First of all, thank you for what a turnout. Wow, excellent job. Thank you for coming out today. I want to say that I know I speak on behalf of the teachers when I talk about how excited we get, how excited we all get when we hear students' success stories. Sometimes students come up to me and they say, Dr. Gonzalez, I read 10,000 words. I read 50,000. I read 150,000. Some of them have their bracelets and they show them to me, and I know that we all get excited here at Freeman Elementary School. So with that said, I want to say thank you to the teachers here. Teachers, you really know how to motivate students to want to read, to want to meet their goals. And we have some big goals here at Freeman. So thank you, teachers. Also, thank you to the parents. Parents, first of all, thank you for being here tonight. Family Reading Night, by you being here, it really sends a message to your children of the importance of reading. So thank you for being here tonight, parents. Thank you for taking students to the library and for making sure that they have a quiet place to read their books. That's very, very important. And students, thank you for working hard and always trying your best. You've exceeded our expectations. If we set a goal for you here, you surpass it. So thank you. And just to give you an example of that goal, the teachers and I, we have a goal here for Freeman to read 100 million words. I know you're going to do it. Today, we're at 45 million words read. So give yourself a round of applause. For a school this size, that's a humongous goal. And I think we're going to meet it. We'll be at 50 million before we go on vacation, and then we just have another 50 million to do. I know you can do it, students. Thank you for all your hard work. Lastly, I would like to thank two teachers here who really worked hard at putting this night together. Thank you, Mrs. Carlson. Raise your hand, please. And thank you to Mrs. Contreras over here. Putting this night together. They organized, they have community members here who you'll be meeting today. There's lots of people, they were here working hard, tirelessly for this. So for that, thank you. And also in a moment, we're going to start with some panelists. We have some students here who have read lots and lots of words. You can see in front of you. And they're here with their families. Although Ellery couldn't be here today. But we asked their families, we're going to ask them a couple of questions right now just to see what they're doing, how they really help develop that passion of reading in their children. So I think that's going to be awesome. And we also have somebody recording here, and she's going to be recording so that we can she's just going to be recording the panelists so that we can place them on the webpage, okay? And also I'd like to thank Dr. Lavoie, who's our superintendent here. She's also a volunteer. She just walked in, so can you raise your hand, Dr. Lavoie? Thank you. So superintendent, we'd like to welcome her here to Freeman. Le quiero dar la bienvenida a todos los padres aquí. Bienvenida a los padres, gracias por asistir. Gracias a los estudiantes y gracias a todos los maestros también por asistir esta noche. Tenemos aquí, yo sé que cuando platico de esto, cuando digo que, yo sé que cuando platico por todos los maestros, cuando yo digo que nos ponemos exitosos, cuando los niños vienen y nos dicen de las metas que han logrado hacer. En vez de los niños me dicen a mí, Doctor González, leí 10,000 palabras, leí 100,000 palabras, medio millón de palabras, y se miran que es una sonrisa que tienen los niños cuando pasan esas metas. Entonces eso es a todos nosotros nos encanta escuchar todo eso. Entonces con esto quiero darle las gracias a todos los maestros que están aquí. Muchísimas gracias por encontrar maneras a motivar a los niños para leer, para alcanzar esas metas. También me gustaría decirles gracias a todos los padres. Ustedes padres son nuestros compañeros en la educación de sus hijos. Gracias padres por enseñarles a sus hijos de la importancia de la lectura. Hicieron eso por estar aquí hoy, esta noche. Hacen eso para asegurarse que tengan un cuarto calladito, ¿verdad? Para que puedan leer. También hacen eso cuando los llevan, ¿verdad?, a la biblioteca y les enseñan la importancia de la lectura. Este año tuvimos una meta de leer 100 millones de palabras en esta escuela. Los niños ya han leído 45 millones. Students, can we reach 100 million words this year? I can't hear you, students. Can you read it? Pueden mirar nuestro éxito en la página de web. Ahí dice cuántas palabras. Hoy si se diga 9 va a decir 45 millones. If you look today at our webpage, it will say 45 million. So great job. Y una vez más, ¿dónde están las maestras? La maestra Carlson y la maestra Contreras, ¿dónde están? ¿Pueden levantar las manos? Quiero darle las gracias. There you are. Thank you for raising your hand. Ellas organizaron todo este evento, todito el evento organizaron. Entonces, muchísimas gracias por todo eso. Aquí también tenemos un panel de unos estudiantes, y estos estudiantes realmente les encanta la lectura. Si se fija, está alguien allí con un libro ahorita. Somebody has a book up there. They really love reading. Entonces, quiero hacerles unas preguntas y luego vamos a empezar a esto. Unas preguntas de tus padres para ver qué estrategias usaron ellos para que a sus hijos les encante la lectura. So we're going to go ahead and get started by asking our panelists a few questions about what they've done to ensure that their children really, really love reading. You can see our first panelist. La primera es Mercedes. Mercedes. Buenas tardes. Si tiene el micrófono ahí. Mercedes es la mamá de Isaac. That's Isaac's mother. Isaac's read over 500,000 words already. So great job. Cynthia. Hi, Cynthia. So Cynthia's Emma's mom. Emma, hello, Emma. Emma's read over 2 million words already. Great job, Emma. And we have Mr. Guerrero here, who's Ellery's father. But Ellery couldn't be here tonight, so he'll fill us in as well. So I just have 2 questions for them. The first question is, tell us about your child's love of reading. Why do you think they love reading so much? What did you do when they were just children, maybe babies or anything, to make them love reading? La primera pregunta es, ¿qué hicieron para asegurarse que los niños tengan una pasión hacia la lectura? ¿Qué hicieron cuando eran niños? ¿O qué estrategias usaron, verdad? Para que les nazca el amor para la lectura. Go ahead and you can speak into the microphone and I will translate. Voy a traducir yo, okay? So, who would like to go first?
Okay, so one thing that not on.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that one?
Testing. Testing.
Let's try that one.
Okay. So one thing that we did when Emma was small to make her love books is we read to her very often.
Una cosa que sí que le leímos muchas veces cuando era bien pequeña.
And we also purchased books for birthdays and for Christmas.
Compramos libros para el cumpleaños y Navidad.
And the biggest thing is we let her pick the books.
La cosa más grande es que ella seleccionó los libros.
Even if we thought the books were silly or...
Porque pensamos que los libros tal vez eran chistosos.
And when she was old enough, we had her read to us.
Cuando creció, ella nos leía a nosotros. Thank you. Thank you, Cynthia. Mr. Guerrero.
Well, when Dr. Gonzalez called me and asked me to talk about how did we help Ellery develop a love for reading, my first instinct was to say that it just was. I mean, that's just the way it is. And as I started thinking about it, it goes way back when my wife and I first met. One of the things we always would do, we'd go out on dates and we'd read. We'd go to the coffee shop, we'd read. And so once we had our oldest son, Christian, when we had him, we continued that. It was just part of our life. So we'd go out and we'd read. We'd take Christian with us. We'd go reading. As he became, as he observed us, I mean, he developed a love for books. And then when Ellery was born, it just continued that way. So it's always been a very important part of our family. Every night, half an hour before bedtime, we all get together and we read. And we spend a good time just reading and enjoying the books that we have with us. I think it just starts with the modeling and really just making it a routine, a part of your family, and that's how it evolved in our family.
Cuando el director me llamó que sea seleccionado aquí para platicar, dije, pues yo no sé por qué, nomás lee, nomás es así. Pero cuando me agarré pensando un poquito, luego miré, es parte de nuestra familia. Siempre 30 minutos antes que nos vamos a acostar a dormir, leemos, siempre si vamos a tomar café, tenemos libros, los libros siempre están alrededor de nosotros. Entonces por eso es una razón, ¿verdad? Mercedes, ¿gusta usted también decirnos su historia? Please tell us your story, Mercedes.
Sí, pues también les leíamos de chiquitos y les comprábamos libros de la escuela y siempre buscábamos que tuvieran más letras, que tuvieran más páginas.
When they were little, we would just buy a lot of books for them that would have more and more words.
Y siempre los llevábamos también a la librería. Y a ellos les gustaba mucho ir a la librería.
We always take them to the library as well.
Y siempre, bueno, hasta ahorita todavía los llevamos a la librería y agarramos los libros.
Still, we go to the library and we get just a lot of books from the library.
Sí, nos llevamos unas 2 o 3 veces por semana.
We take them about 2 or 3 times per week. Y yo sé que una pregunta más. ¿Qué miran más sus hijos? ¿Miran más televisión o miran más libros? What do your children do more? Do they watch more TV? Do they read more? How much more TV versus reading do they do? Do they read like 2 hours of TV, whatever? ¿Cuántas horas de televisión miran y cuántas horas de libro leen?
1 hora de TV. Y a él le gusta mucho ponerle subtítulos.
And he just loves to read.
Ajá, ya después lee más libros.
But he reads more. He definitely reads more. Okay. How about Cynthia? Can you tell us about how much time they spend reading versus TV watching?
I think Emma spends more time reading than she does watching TV.
Lee más que la televisión.
But she reads at different times.
Pero lee diferentes horas.
In the car.
En el carro, en el auto.
At the library.
En la biblioteca.
And she also always brings a book with her if we have
Siempre
an
trae un
appointment.
libro donde esté.
She reads instead of does electronics.
En vez de juegos de video, ella lee. Okay, how about you, Mr. Guerrero?
Ellery has both of our children have about an hour of TV time a night.
Ellos miran la televisión por 1 hora.
And usually it's spent watching it with either both of them together or as a family will sit and watch TV together. And then aside from that, there's just reading time, other activities that we have. So.
Otras actividades que hacemos también con ellos. And Emma, maybe you could tell us your favorite book. How about that? And then Isaac, your favorite book. ¿Qué es su libro favorito? There has to be one you like more than the others, Emma. Tiene que haber uno. What would you say? What book would you recommend? She has too many. Can you tell us one book that you would recommend?
She's a little shy.
Okay, that's okay, Emma. What book do you have in front of you today, Emma?
She wouldn't recommend.
Aragon, I guess.
Aragon? Okay. Isaac, what about you? What book would you recommend to everyone today? ¿Qué libro les gustaría
I
recomendar?
would recommend Diary of a Wimpy Kid or Duck.
Okay. Please, let's give our panelists a round of applause. Ms. Carlson, can you come down?